behind the scenes तो बहुत कुछ होता है.
Exactly.
हमारा भी बहुत कुछ हुआ था.
Right.
जाना आना. I mean, आज आप भिवंडी से आए हैं, हम भिवंडी जाते थे.
Right.
It's not an easy job.
Exactly.
You know, so there's a lot of sweat and blood which goes on behind the scenes. But लोगों को finally वो चकाचक पिक्चर अच्छी लगती है जो लाइट्स और कैमरे के साथ जो प्रिंट होती है, जो फाइनल रिजल्ट. लेकिन उस चीज़ के पीछे कितनी मेहनत है ये तो हम और आप ही समझ सकते हैं.
So good evening everyone. So today we are having our client whose project we have already executed in Karjat, and she is a well-known actress in Bollywood right now, and we'll be having our interview. So good evening Nilu ma'am. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
So actually this is what we have executed right now in Karjat in My Elements. So we just wanted to understand your overall experience, how it was been, starting from the design stage, like how the design has gone through, then what about the material selection, then execution. You can just let us know in brief.
We'll start from the very beginning.
Yeah.
So initially, I mean, I didn't know you.
Right.
You were recommended to us by somebody, common friends. You came. I like the idea of you guys wanting to prove yourself. We already had a set of people assigned to us from My Element who wanted to do it, but मैं एक्चुअली उन लोगों से करवाना चाहती थी जो अपने आप को प्रूव करना चाहें. तो you know, I wanted newer people to do it. Also we were working on a very tight budget because it's not really our home, it's just a holiday home and vacation home. और ये हमारा पहला experience है तो to get the whole thing organized and all that. So yes, we did start. I liked the way you people presented your stuff. We did have differences on what design, yes, design preferences. We wanted something very, very simple yet classy.
Right.
Very, very simplistic actually. But whatever the final outcome was, it was very nice. Right from the time that we conceived the whole thing to what finally
came the outcome, right?
Yeah, also this entire process of going to your place, your workplace, and choosing the material and everything. Great. I think it was the final thing was good, considering that we had a very tight budget.
Yeah.
And also it was different to what I thought it would come out, but I liked what the final thing was.
That's nice. Actually, if I want to just consider like the overall design process took around some time, and then the execution, then before to that there was material finalization. So what was the most interesting part that you felt?
Mine was, you know, it's always been selecting the fabric and selecting the material. Though I was busy most of the time, so Tripti and Sahib, my son and daughter-in-law, they were doing it. Most of the stuff they did. Actually, I also wanted them to do it because eventually they are the younger lot.
Exactly.
They are going to be staying, owning it by the end of it, you know.
Right.
So, and plus they have experienced this more. So I wanted to go with their flavors and their tastes.
Right.
तो इसीलिए जो वो कहते थे, plus Tripti's mummy, who's very, you know, she's very futuristic in her outlook.
Right. Neetu ma'am.
हाँ, नीतू जी. तो it was a very good combined effort. In fact, I should say I put in the least amount of effort then.
You were always busy. Right?
So yeah.
So considering that, like if we see consolidated the overall house right now, so there are many different elements that we have designed, starting from parking shade, swimming pool area, living area, then bedroom, big headboard. So what actually you find very specific and very suitable for?
See, your parking thing I liked from the word go.
Yeah.
I was very, except that I didn't like the
artificial flowering.
I'm not one with artificial flowers, but it's okay. It's growing on me. I'm finally getting to. But it looks Very nice. I like the little partition that we have when you come in from the main door and
Entrance, yeah.
the entrance. So it's got this,
Zigzag
thing.
patterns of,
So after finally we've completed it, we've put a lot of stuff. It's looking very pretty. We wanted to keep minimal furniture because we wanted enough space to
be
move.
utilized.
The open kitchen is looking very nice. So the idea of, I was very very clear from the word go कि open kitchen ही चाहिए.
Exactly.
वो शुरू से ही था कि I was very clear कि because it should be fun, because when you're on a holiday, even somebody who's cooking in the kitchen should not miss out on what's happening
in the living.
in the living area. और thankfully घर की placement बहुत अच्छी है. वहाँ से वो पूरा वो pool area and everything. It's beautiful. Those pool stools were a great idea. That's Tripti's idea. That was very nice. What I miss is having that little bar which I had planned, but it's okay. There's still a second phase that we do. The bedrooms are simply done, yet very utility friendly. So I think by the end of it, it's nice.
So you have recently visited right now, like
just yesterday,
Yeah. So you have also visited with your friends, I think so. So what were their feelings like when they saw the overall outcome?
See, एक तो क्या है कि going from here to Karjat, it's an entire experience.
Right, in itself.
Or you're supposed to take great that अपने सब काम यहाँ करके then you went and because we were not working in town, we were not working in Andheri, we were not working in Malad, we were working in Karjat.
Right.
तो वो जो odds आपने किए and you did everything, great job. Everybody loved it. The first time I went in and I saw it, I was like, yeah, it's nice. अब मुझे बहुत जल्दी चीज़ पसंद नहीं आती है, पर आ गई.
That's nice. So apart from that, like if you want to sum up in one word, what it would be?
Value for money.
That's great. And actually in design phase, specifically for design phase, were you able to imagine and evaluate the overall design before it's been executed on the screen itself? Because no. Okay.
No.
So that's something we'll take it as an advice from our side.
Yes.
Yeah.
When I saw the thing, I felt it just might look too crammed up. So we kind of deleted a few things, and I think that was a good idea.
Yeah.
Because holiday homes are all about space.
Exactly.
Openness. So I think when we deleted a few things, it was a great idea.
Yeah.
हमने तो इसलिए भी किया क्योंकि हमारे बजट में नहीं फिट आ रहा था. फिर लेकिन जब हमने देखा तो I think it's looking beautiful.
Right.
It's just got the right amount of sunlight. It's placed very well. It looks beautiful. And of course the place has started growing on us now, but yes, it's a great experience.
And what advice you will be having, like for someone who is looking for interior designing and they ask you, and what advice you will give? You
don't know this, but I have recommended you to people.
Yeah.
And I did put your name into the group. We have वहाँ का जो एक group है.
Right.
I have very strongly recommended you, but people go with the कि नहीं she's already doing our stuff, she's doing बाकियों के, वो हमारा भी कर देगी. But we were very very adamant कि we didn't want to settle for something
which is existing.
Yeah, we just wanted
some new design ideas, new concepts.
Absolutely,
exactly.
it just makes more sense to go with something fresh.
Right.
So
apart from that, like I also want to mention, like we started getting reference from that area only.
Yeah, I put it
because of the group itself.
So बार-बार वो group में अच्छा ये who did this, who did your parking lot, who did your
swimming pool sitting.
Swimming pool
I got
sitting.
a call today itself in the afternoon for swimming pool sitting.
Yes, and then I got a message from Ali yesterday saying, I went into your bungalow and I saw your parking thing. It's looking very pretty. So I told him, I said, you should come in the night. It's all lit up.
Right.
So we are kind of catering to everybody. We are catering to the younger lot, and we have those disco lights on the
Lights.
all those party lights, which is not my taste, but I'm sure the children will like it.
Right.
तो वो pool पे जो lights हैं, वो parking lot में जो lights हैं, that's completely not me. But yes, the children love it when they go with their friends. I'm sure they will like to have that kind of ambience. For me, it's the balcony. I'm just missing out on that one jhula which needs to come.
Right.
So second phase, अब ये है कि बस यार बहुत हो गया, अब let's just go. So there are, we've kept a lot of things for phase 2.
Right.
Where we want to make that one more room, and we want to make that jhula there, and we need to do a few more stuff, but for now I think it's good as it is.
So from your overall conversation, I think we have certain thing for every age bracket
Yes.
Yeah, that's
So
something
for the Gulatis, we have senior Gulatis and senior Kohlis. We have the walking plot and the kitchen and everything. And for the younger Kohlis and Gulatis, we have the pool, we have the disco lighting and everything. So I think we're sorted there.
Right. That's completely nice. And any advice from your personal side to us that we can implement?
Like, I think there was this time when we were speaking and I told you that it's this thing about, like I still feel, in spite of being in this field for about 24 years, that I still haven't proved myself. तो अच्छे काम की भूख जिसे कहते हैं ना,
मरनी नहीं चाहिए,
वो खत्म नहीं होनी चाहिए.
Right.
और तारीफ से इंसान को
दूर रहना चाहिए.
नहीं, दूर वो सिर पे नहीं चढ़नी चाहिए.
Exactly.
नहीं तो इंसान की ग्रोथ खत्म हो जाती है.
Right. So you should be always be in learning mode.
Yeah, you should always, your learning mode should always be on.
Right.
There's so much scope for learning, always.
Exactly.
So just keep your antennas open, just be in gratitude for whatever people say to you if they praise you, and also in gratitude if they do not like, because that is going to be a big learning experience.
That's exactly big learning if anything is not liked by client.
So क्योंकि जैसे just a small thing, initially मुझे थोड़े साल हुए थे, and there's this certain सीनियर लेडी जिन्होंने मुझे टोका था कि तुम ना ये सही नहीं करती हो. मुझे बहुत बुरा लगा था. मैंने कहा यार टोक दिया मुझे.
Right.
तो वही होता है ना, जब आपका खून गर्म होता है तो आपको लगता है कि आपको सब आता है. तो आई टोल्ड आई सेड आई थिंक, एंड सो शी जस्ट टोल्ड मी वन थिंग. शी सेज जब वो टेलीकास्ट होगा ना तो वहां नीचे लिखा नहीं आएगा कि मैंने तुम्हें ये बताया तो तुमने वो किया. Eventually people are going to like you for what you are doing.
Right.
But अगर आप सीखते चले जाओगे तो by the end of it, people,
so the end result.
The end result is very important. उसके पीछे behind the scenes तो बहुत कुछ होता है.
Exactly.
हमारा भी बहुत कुछ हुआ था.
Right.
जाना आना. I mean, आज आप भिवंडी से आए हैं, हम भिवंडी जाते थे.
Right.
It's not an easy job.
Exactly.
So there's a lot of sweat and blood which goes on behind the scenes, but लोगों को finally वो चकाचक पिक्चर अच्छी लगती है जो लाइट्स और कैमरे के साथ जो प्रिंट होती है.
Exactly.
जो फाइनल रिजल्ट, लेकिन उस चीज़ के पीछे कितनी मेहनत है ये तो हम और आप ही समझ सकते हैं.
Right.
तो but it was a good joint venture. So thank you for doing up our home.
That's completely nice. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the time.